Okay. We are going to do market makers. Oh, yes. Market Makers is sponsored by Antietam World Travel Service. Travel better with Antietam World Travel Service, your gateway to worry-free journeys. With their extensive network, unmatched experience, and personalized services, you can explore the world with confidence and ease. When you work with Antietam World Travel Service, you get convenience, experience, and connections. Go to AntiEtamTravel.com right now and get started on your dream vacation. Well, we've got some amazing people in our Frederick community, and these young up and comers are going to, really cement Frederick on the map. Here is Arman. He is a student entrepreneur, and he has created a company called Black Bolt AI. Excited to welcome Arman to Good Morning Frederick. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning. So you are a junior at Urbana High School, and I recently saw you in the junior entrepreneurial pitch competition for the City of Frederick, and you came out in first place for a business that was what did they call it? You were the startup, right? Startup and idea phase. That exactly. Okay. Your company is called Black Bolt AI. Please explain to our viewers what your company does.
So Blackbolt AI is basically a web application. It's basically a website where you can create AI chatbots that are powered by the PDFs that teachers use to teach their classes. So, teachers, usually use Google Slides or PowerPoints to teach their classes. They can upload those PowerPoints to our platform and the AI learns from those slides and then can answer questions for students that they have and also can provide notes, AI generated notes relating to the PowerPoints.
I mean, this is incredible because I know with my own children that once you leave school and you're doing your homework, there's nothing worse than having a question that you can't get answered for 18 to 24 hours, right? Is this the reasoning that took you to create this?
Yeah, pretty much. Also a little bit just because of tests, right? The day before a test, right? If I want to study and I have a question, or maybe I just forgot a lot of the lesson, I just can look at the notes, ask questions. It's pretty
Yeah.
useful.
Yeah, and this is where I say when we use technology for good, it can really help to advance students and just again give them the support that they need when teachers are not available to ask questions. It also makes a teacher's life a little easier if you have a student who may miss because of an illness or something else several days worth of work, right? Because the information that is covered is accessible to the student, and potentially the AI can actually even deliver the information to the student in a format that they can learn from. Would that be accurate?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. So right now you have a website that is functional and able to go ahead and take in documents.
And it's actually already being used at the local community college, Frederick Community College.
Very good. That's awesome. So, what is the cost of this to a teacher or a school? How does this work?
So currently we're just testing it, so it's free for anyone to use right now. But what we're hoping to do is eventually partner with public school systems like FCPS and then charge them a monthly subscription and maybe a fixed cost for setup and then basically what would happen is teachers would be able to create AI chatbots and then they would be given a link, right? And then they can just share that link with their students. Students just have to click the link and then they can ask any questions they would have.
If a teacher is using this now, I mean, obviously, I would hope that they're providing you some feedback because you know that there will be bugs or fixes or things that you're going to need to put into the AI as it's generating this information, right?
Mhm. So some feedback that I did get is that teachers are actually able to use this, not only for um, not only for just answering students' questions, but they're even able to use it to generate their own questions for like tests, and just students can also use this to practice with their own, practice by themselves, ask it to ask them questions. And I want to add additional tools that allow AI to generate maybe just practice questions that students can use, right? So they can, review and study and make sure that they understand material properly.
Yeah, which is great. Again, for both teachers and students, if you're coming up to a test, you can do these practice tests leading up so that you know where your gaps may be in the learning or where you may need to focus. And for a teacher, how much time would that save if they can literally upload these documents? They would be able to then, and not, I'm sure you probably weren't even thinking this way, but eliminating the potential for cheating from one class to another, they could literally give a test that writes different questions every time, right?
It's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I know that's probably not where you were going with that, but really for a teacher, especially some of the higher learnings or colleges where it's very difficult to mass produce a couple different tests, this would make it very simple. And eventually, even if you were to do a test on a device where you could actually almost make a different test for each student, right? So you could literally eliminate the potential of looking on your partner's paper or on your partner's device for an answer. You could almost eliminate that, which I think is ultimately a good thing. You want to make sure the students know the work. So this is excellent. How did you feel about the pitch competition?
I was very nervous, honestly, leading up to it, and whatever I had practiced, like, what I said on stage was quite different from what I practiced, but
Really?
I think it turned out well, though. I think it turned out
I
well, though.
mean, obviously it did since they awarded you the money for the startup. That's really good. But it is funny because when you get in front of people, you want to spill as much information, get people excited as you can, and it's hard to recreate that in practice. Is there anything that you learned that you would do differently now that you've done this pitch competition?
One thing I would probably do differently is just kind of explain more clearly the pricing, because, I feel like there was still some confusion based off of the questions that were being asked, right? I was a bit, I had to, kind of explain, and I think still I didn't really explain very clearly how pricing would work.
Yes, and I've said this many times to you guys who are so smart, too smart for your own good, I say in a jokingly way, but you have to dumb down what you've done for those of us that don't understand the process behind it. But I think even for you, having the AI more clearly demonstrated, kind of like even recording a teacher uploading documents, seeing the information that comes out, kind of demonstrating the website in a way that really makes it clear because you students all are very, very smart. And those of us who are not quite up to your capability, for us, we need kind of the practical ways to make this a business. Well, look, we are here to support you as you move through. If there's ever anything that we can do, let us know. Obviously, as the winner, we are here to help you market your company when you're ready to do that as well. And the Frederick community is very, very proud of you. And we're happy that you are part of our community for sure. Is there anything else that you would like our viewers to know? Well, first of all, why don't you give the website?
Blackboltai.onrender.com.
Okay.
And I just wanted to thank you, for all the kind words and all the help. And
Oh,
just one more thing I would like to say
yeah.
is that, I think that I'm gonna add more and more updates, and the AI is definitely gonna get a lot more accurate over over the next few months. I'm currently, also doing like more research, and I'm doing an internship relating to very similar stuff. So, it's gonna be a lot more accurate soon.
Oh, yes. We
Yeah.
have no doubt that as technology moves at the speed of light, so will you to make this more practical and probably even expand the uses, even just beyond the classroom. So we have no doubt that you will keep up with all of that. Well, Armand, we really do wish you all the best. Please stay in touch as you move along in the process, and we'd love to hear how things are going.
Sounds good. Thanks so much.
Oh, my goodness. Can you imagine a junior in high school? When I was a junior in high school, I was nowhere near what these kids are doing. It's so phenomenal. All right. Tune in tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., or you can watch anytime on YouTube. Mark your calendar, January 14th. You don't want to miss the show live. Tell a friend about Good Morning Frederick. Get them to subscribe if you can. Have an amazing day, and let's get out there and be great.